Hi everyone, I realized that my mic wasn't turned on when I had already started the video, but I am going to attempt to do a kind of fall-like look while still keeping my skin quite natural and dewy. I know a lot of the fall looks on YouTube are very like glam, and I feel like they've always been quite glam, so I'm going to try and create my own so it can be a little bit more fitting on my channel. I'm probably going to use the Kylie Burgundy palette and then a couple other things that I have. I've already started on my skin, like barely. I'm using my It Cosmetics CC cream, and I mix in my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. In the It Cosmetics CC cream, I am the shade medium tan, and I am probably going to be able to switch over to medium. I'm just losing my summer tan really quickly. I get a lot of comments like every day of people commenting like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I found someone like with the same skin tone as me, but that kind of worries me sometimes because I'm like 1 million different skin tones throughout the year. I never go below a medium, but I can get pretty light in the winter time. I really need to bleach my facial hair soon. I probably should have done that last night. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm using the shade Medium Neutral. I wish I had bought a backup of like my Medium Light Warm or Light Medium Warm or whatever that shade is, because Ulta doesn't sell this concealer anymore, and it's like my all-time favorite concealer. So, but the medium neutral still looks pretty good right now. It just, I know it's going to be too dark for me in a couple of months. So how is everyone doing? I wasn't going to make this like a get ready with me style video, but I do kind of feel like talking a little bit. Hopefully you don't mind. I did mention in my last get ready with me that I like wish I had talked about my internship a little bit more, so I think I'll do that for a little bit. It's going well. If you don't know, I am currently in a semester-long internship at an elementary school. I am in a second grade classroom. It is a part of my elementary education degree, so this is like the very last thing that I need to do to graduate. So I started at like the end of August, and I do this until December 4th. That's my last day. And basically how it works is I have been slowly picking up like subjects to teach in the second grade class. So I started with math, and I have picked up like math whole group, math like small group, so pulling like kids to teach in like groups of 4, and then I picked up reading whole group, so teaching the children like reading strategies. And then most recently I've picked up like a reading small group, so like kind of like a book club style reading group with the children. I am really fortunate to have a very incredible teacher that I work closely with. So basically, of course, the students need like an actual teacher in the classroom. So her name is Miss Fur, and she is absolutely incredible. She watches my videos, so I'm not just saying that because she's going to be watching my video, but I like genuinely love her. Like, I just got beyond lucky to be put in her classroom. So she's very helpful. She's an incredible resource to me and like everyone else at that school, honestly. But basically I just like slowly start taking over her class, and she's always in the classroom with me and observing me and guiding me and like helping me with whatever I need, and then I help her with things that she needs as well. I started putting my blush on. I didn't even tell you what bronzer I was using. I was using my e.l.f. Cosmetics cream bronzer. I get loads and loads of questions about this bronzer whenever I use it in a video. People always ask me like what shade I use and stuff. There's only one shade of this bronzer and you can only get it on the e.l.f. Cosmetics website. I can start linking it directly to the website, but you can only get it there. A ton of people will ask me like, oh, what shade do you have in it? Where can I get that? Whatever, but like this is the only shade that they have in it and you can only get it on the e.l.f. website. And then for my blush, I'm using the Undone Beauty Berry Lip to Cheek. I kind of wish it wasn't like as bright now that I'm putting it on. I probably should have put a little bit more concealer on this boy right here, but it's fine. I don't mind like a little bit of blemish peeking through. I think my situation would be very, very different if I didn't have Miss Fur as my cooperating teacher. I'd probably be completely miserable, because if you didn't know, even though I am majoring in elementary education, I don't believe I'm going to become an actual elementary school teacher. And a lot of people are usually pretty confused about that when they ask me like what my plans are after college or like where I would be interested in teaching after I graduate, but it's just not what I see myself doing right now. I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Shimmering Skin Perfector, the highlighter from earlier that I mixed in with the CC cream. I just don't see myself doing that currently. You never know, down the road I might want to, and I happen to enjoy my internship. Some days are better than others, especially because it's not like what I really want to do. Some days it's a little bit more challenging and I am like very ready for it to be over, but then some days I think like, oh dang, I'm really gonna miss these kids and I'm gonna miss Miss Fur, I'm gonna miss that school. It's like a pretty bittersweet experience. Really, really enjoy the class that I work with. Those second graders are just adorable and enjoyable, and they're pretty talkative at times, so that can be a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, like what they're usually saying is like funny, or I don't know, they are enjoyable and I will miss them, but also at the same time I do look forward to December 4th when I get to kind of put my life back together. I've pulled you in just a little bit closer because we're gonna start working on the eyes now. I'm just putting a little bit of concealer on my eyelids to like prime it. But especially with me seeing so much growth from YouTube right now, all I want to freaking do is film and edit and post and repeat. Like I am just like so motivated to get videos up right now. For like my whole life, I never really knew like what it felt like to really look forward to the weekend, but I like really look forward to the weekend because I know it's my time to like get my sleep back and get YouTube stuff done. So like there are some days too where I just like have a little bit of resentment towards like me having to do this internship, but it's not strong enough for me to have like a crappy attitude towards it. Like I definitely enjoy my time there once I get there. I'm gonna go in with Beach first, and there are days where I like will get in the car and just feel so exhausted, and like the last like 2 Fridays I just like cried because I was just so completely exhausted. One of those Fridays I was actually getting like sick because those kids are so freaking snotty. Like they are always sniffling and they all want to hug me like constantly. They're all getting their germs all over me. Thankfully I got my like getting sick phase out early, and I got it like the worst of it over the weekend, so I didn't have to miss any school for it. But like I was just so exhausted by the end of the week, and it's been like taking a little bit of a toll on my like relationship too, just because I'm just so tired and like we don't have like time to hang out like we did over the summer. Sorry, I went in with Penny So that shade. How do I want to do my eyes? I did bring over a color slide from Glossier Play. I might use that a little bit like as an eyeliner on my top lid. But we have a really big project. It's like super long. There's 4 tasks that I need to do, and it's relative to reading and math. And like there's a video portion where I have to like film myself teaching kids, and I have to like analyze those videos. I have to like write up lesson plans for everything and create my own assessments, and it's just like a very, very involved project. And that's due on October 10th, and I'm like a little bit stressed about it. I'm stressed for a few reasons. I'm gonna go in with burgundy, and I'm going to kind of like smoke out my eyeliner with that, but I'm using a really small fluffy brush. I'm just gonna see how that looks. Oh, that's really cute. It's kind of making my color slide look a little bit more purple, but I think that's still pretty. Oh, I like that. But I'm just kind of nervous about it because it's a huge factor in whether I graduate or not. Like if I fail that, I don't graduate. And it's like not uncommon for people to fail, honestly, but this is the first time that my school is making it a requirement to pass to graduate. So it's kind of unfair, especially for people like me who don't actually want to use their degree. I kind of wish that they made it an option for people who like want to just get their teaching license, and then made like the internship and EdTPA project required for them, but then made just the internship required for people who weren't interested in getting their teaching license. But it's okay, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. I am just going to do what's required of me. I'm gonna mix Beach and Penny. Oh, I am a big fan of how this is coming out. This is so pretty. I think my math portion of my EdTPA project is going to come out good though, but I am a little bit worried for the reading portion because reading overall has never been my strong suit, and I find like teaching reading strategies to children is a lot more difficult than teaching math strategies to children. So I'm just a little bit worried about that. But you know what? If I happen to not graduate, then it's just a sign, you know, that like college really wasn't for me. I don't think I would pay the money to retake it because the first try the school pays for, and then the second try you have to pay for, but like I don't think I would bother doing the second try. Like I would not pay for that. I actually think I might just add a little bit of this like bronzy glitter. It's a little bit more sheer. It's Urban Bronze, and it is from this Touch and Soul Metalist Liquid Glitter Topper. It just comes like in this, and then there's another one right here. It just looks like this. I got it for 21 Days of Beauty. It was like an online beauty steal. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here. But even though I don't want to be a teacher, I do think I'm really good at my internship if I could like brag about myself a little bit. I had my first observation from my like college advisor, and she, you can tell, was like a little bit surprised by how well I did, just because like she does know that I don't want to be a teacher. So I just kind of feel like she was expecting me to like not do the best of job, but I did such a good job when she came. She like barely had anything for me to like improve on. Like one of the things that she said, she like tallied up how many times I called the kids guys. Like I was like, okay guys, like all right guys, get quiet, like whatever. Like I say like guys a lot, and she tallied up how many times I said that and suggested that I say that less. I want to add just a little bit more of burgundy. Oh, I don't know if I like this glitter very much. I feel like when I just used it, it like kind of wipes away a little bit. I'm gonna take burgundy a little bit through here. So yeah, that's kind of it. My internship is a lot of work, but I know I'll be able to get through it, and I know like it will be over soon. I do think I'm going to miss like being with those kids every day and being with Miss Fur every day, but also I'm really looking forward to kind of getting my life back a little bit, and I'm just using like an eyeliner brush and like putting burgundy like right over where I put that eyeliner. I almost wish I had like a brown mascara. I feel like that would look really pretty on my eyes right now. Should I keep the bottom like clean? What should I do with that? I kind of like the idea of keeping the bottom like not smoked out at all. Like leaving it, not even putting like mascara on. Let me do my eyebrows and then I'll see how I feel. I'm going to use my Glossier Brow Flick. If you want to save 10% off of your Glossier purchase, you can use my rep link down below. I use mine in the shade brown. I feel like black is a little bit too harsh for me, even though I feel like my hair is like dark enough to use black. I just don't necessarily like how it looks like on my face, I guess. Also, I do still plan on doing like internship outfits and like a what's in my teacher bag, because I kind of want to like get all those videos out, because I know like I'm not going to have that experience again, and I feel like it would be very helpful for a lot of people, because even if you aren't like in an elementary school, I feel like you could use like those outfits for kind of like any sort of like casual business wear, because it's not like I can wear like crop tops and stuff at my internship. Just using my Glossier Boy Brow. I'm going to actually sculpt out my brows right now, so I feel like I need them. So are any of you guys like Lana fans? Because I've been listening to her album like non-stop. Some of her songs make me like kind of freaking sad. So I kind of feel like sometimes I should stop listening to it, but also I don't want to. I think her cover of Doing Time is like so good. I think it's so fun. Like I kind of listen to that song like on repeat. Then I also love Cinnamon Girl. And also, like, what did you guys think of the Miley and Ariana and Lana Don't Call Me Angel? I will be honest, I didn't love it, which is like really annoying because Miley is my #1, and like I have been loving Ariana since God Is a Woman, and I have always been a big fan of Lana as well. So like 3 icons, and I feel like that song isn't iconic. I don't know, let me know what you guys think of that one too. I just like also feel like maybe I'm using my Monsieur Big mascara from Lancome. I also kind of feel like maybe because I've been listening to, because I've been listening to Lana so often lately, I just preferred Lana in the song, but her part was like so small. And I also didn't love how like aggressive Ariana and Miley sounded in the first part of the song, and then they had like Lana's like very angelic voice in there. I just felt like none of it like mashed up well. I just feel like it was a missed opportunity, and we'll probably never have another chance to make it up. I love this lash separator. It's like just the Ulta Beauty lash separator. It's so good. I actually learned about it from that KKW Vogue like holiday makeup tutorial that she did. I'm gonna let that little flake on my eyelid dry and then I'll like wipe it away. So for lips, I'm using my MAC lip liner in Spice. In my last Get Ready With Me, I accidentally grabbed Soar, and I don't like Soar nearly as much as I like Spice. Oh yeah, I totally prefer leaving my under eyes just like blank. Like I really like that look. I feel like a lot of the attention is on the lashes and the like eyelids, and then none of the attention is underneath my eyes, or I kind of feel like it just makes everything look like bright and I don't know, very pretty. I like it. And then I am using my Spice lipstick from Anastasia. That's perfect. The colors match so well. I'm going to add some of the Naked shade in this palette. I'm just going to add it on my brow bone. Hopefully it's not like too silver looking. It's a little silver looking, but... Then I'm also just going to set my skin with my MAC set powder, just like a little bit, a light dusting of it. Then I'm going to spray my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter. And I got this really nifty fan from the Asian market. They were giving it out to everybody. And I'm using it to fan my face. So this is the final look. Let me know what you think of my take on some fall makeup. I kind of wanted to keep the look more on brand for me and do things like a little bit more natural and toned down. But if you want something like a little bit more glam and full coverage, and like I would do the whole false lash thing, if you want something like that, let me know. I used to wear makeup like that like all the freaking time, but I just don't quite as much anymore. I talked about that a little bit in my last Get Ready With Me, but I still think makeup like that is fun and I would still do it like if you guys wanted to see that sort of thing. But that is it from me for this video. I'm going to film like 3 videos after this, so if you see this makeup in 3 more videos, that's why. Let me know like how you're doing in the comments below, and if you liked this look, looks that you want to see in the future, any sort of videos that you want to see in the future, just let me know. Definitely go ahead and subscribe if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, and hopefully I see you next time.